That's what they put. It's not though, bro. You grew up loving our women. Why wait till you get some real? What's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another live stream. Your man is back. It's another topic I actually want to talk about. You know, something real interesting and deep. I know a lot of y'all wanted to hear something like this on this topic. This topic is very, very, very important. Very important. My chapstick. Very important, y'all. And the reason why I'm saying this topic is very important. Hey, what's up, Marshall Million Film? Alright. Hey, King Rob, what's up, bro? Yeah, October Scorpio. Hey, sis. Hey, True Elohim, what's up? Hey, Janine Jackson. What's up, True Elohim? What's up, Young Peasy? What's up, David Peace? What's going on with you? What's going on? Yeah, man, I actually want to kind of like sort off the topic and stuff like that, man, about hey, real women don't do nonsense. Hey, Lachelle Heyman, hey, CV Boy 89, peace God. Yeah, man, I definitely want to say peace to everyone that's on the chat right about now so far. And this is actually going to be like another chat where it's actually going to go deep. I'm going to be reading some of your comments. So if I do take a pause, I'm reading some of your comments. And also, we definitely going to be having discussion as well, okay? Because I like the fact when we have discussions like this. What's up, Daryl Giles? Peace, man. And the reason why I actually want to talk about toxic people, yeah, True Elohim, yep, still working on it. Still finishing, still putting things together for it. Yeah, man, but I actually want to talk about dealing with toxic pay. What's up, Tony Smith? Because dealing with these people, man, like it can be it can be a lot of work when it comes to dealing with toxic people and stuff like that. You understand? And I've noticed over the hey Tiffany Jackson, I've noticed like over the years when it come down to toxic people, it's a certain kind of way how they got to deal with these people, and there's also ways and there's also many different ways of how to like deal with them and not deal with them. And these people can be family, friends of family. They can be co-workers. They can be classmates. They can be, guess what, they can be your partner. They can be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin. They can be your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. They can be your wife. I'm telling you, they can be anybody. And I definitely got to say, like, what I noticed about toxic ass people is that, they always got, yeah, man, they can be anybody. They can be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. They can be anybody, you understand? And what I've learned, also what I've learned over the years is that when it's coming down to toxic people, you do not have to be around these people. See, the thing about toxic people, where we get it wrong at is that, we really try to find ways to change these people. Hey, what's up, Monique Hill? Hey, for electronics. Yeah, man, and that's what I'm saying is, hey, trade, truthfully, Ray, truthfully. Hey, what's up, sis? Good to see you. Yep, and another thing as well, man, put it like this. When it comes to toxic people, we definitely going to go into family. We definitely going to go into, like, family about that tonight because I know a lot of people, who checked out my video about dealing with toxic family members and people and stuff like that. And so many people have told me that they're actually going through that situation right now. And, growing up around toxic people, it can really have a major effect on your psyche, especially when it comes especially when it comes down to like dealing with your family. They could be some of the most toxic, narcissistic people that you will find. And if anybody want to tell me otherwise, then guess what? Then you're lying. Because I already know many of us have dealt with or still dealing with toxic family members and friends. Now, I'm gonna say this the reason why I'm gonna go with the angle dealing with family because, a lot of us can relate to that, and I'm still going to tie in other things about dealing with toxic people in general. But the reason why family, because when it comes to dealing with toxic family members, that situation all home. And see, what I've also learned about it is that, these people, man, I remember, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you a little story. I remember this one time, right after my mom passed away back in like 2010. And I remember, and my grandmother, right, she was real close with me. And she was always a close family member because I was her favorite grandson. And I remember the time she came right out of her room. And she was like, Brian, if I were you, I would get away from family. And I said, why? She said, they're going to hold you back. She went right in her room and shut the door, and that was it. So I'm looking at her like, why does she say this time frame? Because yeah, maybe because like around that time frame, my mom had passed away, and I'm thinking the family was going to come together to be even closer around that time, especially around that time for me after I just lost my mother. But come to find out, we did way more clashes than anything. I have heard and felt some of the most hurtful, painful things coming from family. I have heard and felt some of the most hurtful, painful things coming from family. And that is the honest to God truth. And if anybody, you know what I'm saying, from, you know what I mean, from my family see this video, guess what? If the shoe fits wherever, I don't hate them at all. I don't hate them at all. You feel me? I will admit I hated my family for years at one point. Because to see how destructive they can be, how secretive they can be, how manipulative they can be, how toxic and narcissistic they are, I see how they love this show a lot of favoritism to a lot of family members. They find a way to gaslight you all the time, and it always seems like no matter what you do in your life, it's never good enough. It always seems like when it comes down to toxic family members, it is never good enough. And I'm going to tell you this right about now. You do not have to be around none of these people. Just because they're your family members, that don't necessarily mean you have to be around your family. You understand? Like I remember the time when I saw this on Above the Rim Tupac and all that when it came down to his brother and Dwayne Martin's character, he came up to him, hey, what's up, Ivory Ascending? Hey, sis, good to see you on the stream. Here you go, sis. Thank you for the comments. Here's your rent. You deserve it. You've been holding it down. And I definitely want to say to all my women up on the platform, we ain't simping on here. When we say we love black women, we seriously love our sisters. We ain't simping on here. We ain't talking none of that craziness stuff. So we want to give shout out, to, you know what I mean, to the you know what I mean, to the creator of all life, the original woman, and that is the black woman. So we definitely want to give her a shout out because through the womb of her, we are the reason she's here. So we definitely want to give our melanated sisters props and love and appreciation. And I definitely want to say shout out to the brothers that are on here holding it down, doing the same thing. But we really got to give props and credit to our sisters. I know sometimes us as brothers, we might not be the best, but, you know, it's still some good brothers out here. Hey, Anita Lockett, what's up, sis? What's going on? Where you from? Shout out your cities and all that, y'all. Shout out your city. I'm representing out of B-More. Got my girl, Miss Mohawk Aboriginal Clothing Line up on here. Support my sister at originaltribalwear.com. Shout out to that sister. Peace to everybody on here. Shalom, Hotep, peace. And like I said, man, like yeah, what was I saying about toxic family members? Yeah, man, like that's one of the things that I've actually noticed when it came down to it. Hey, Bresky Martinez. Hey, Angela Caraway. All right, got you. All right, okay. Chicago in the building. New York City is in the building. North Carolina's in the building. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, Monique Hill. Definitely, no doubt. Bridgeton, New Jersey, Minnesota, Jersey, Detroit, Atlanta. Hey, Jaffa Leor. Minnesota, Connecticut in the house. Hey, what's up, Colorado? I got family up there. Minnesota again. We got Minnesota here deep. We got Cali, got Connecticut, got New York. All right. All right. Hey, what's up, the baddest patrol all the way from Australia? Peace. Anita Lockett, Shot-Town, Chicago, 305 Tree Elohim. Indianapolis in the building. Hey, what's up, Sarai Ash? Philadelphia's in the building. Philly is in the building once again. That's what's up. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I know, right? We got Australia in the building. Georgia in the building. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. We up in the building right now. And like I was saying, man, like right after like my mom died, I really began to see how toxic, you know what I'm saying, in Wisconsin, the building. I really began to see how toxic and narcissistic and negative how family could be. And I will admit though, man, like I did hated my family for quite. Hey, what's up, Jasmine Virgo? Brooklyn's in the building. Hey, Summer. You know what I mean? And it I hated them for years. Now, it really did take me a hell of a long time for me to like finally forgive them because, the pain cut so deep. Why? Because it was my family. You understand where I'm coming from? And I remember the time when I was always going to be around family. That's to ask them like, hey, Tanjazo, like, yeah, man, how come family don't want to be around? And they would tell me all the time, like, well, family, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't got to spend time with you, not tell them. Don't got to spend time with them. Well, you need to spend time with family. And I'm saying to myself, why do I always got to be the one to spend the time with family when at the same time, every time that I come around, they want to get up and leave, you know what I mean? Don't want to, you know what I mean? Barely want to speak to me. So I'm saying to myself, why the fuck should I even put myself in that, you know what I mean? Put myself in that predicament when at the same time, when you don't even want, when at the same time, you don't even want to be around me in the first goddamn place. You understand? And also what I notice about, you know what I'm saying, dealing with them, they make it seem like you always got to be around them. And see, my thing is the reason why I say you don't got to be around them because, for one, at the end of the day, they might be your family, but they are people like everybody else. And a wise man once told me this: things don't change, people do. They talk about you all the time. They talk about you behind your back. They will gaslight you. They will try to find a way to manipulate you mentally and to have them believe that something is wrong with you, but it's really something wrong with them. You gotta really look at their ways. Like they will always try to find a way to like nitpick and gaslight you. Always make it seem like no matter what you're doing in life, it's never good enough. And I've noticed this from a lot of people, man. Like people tell me about sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, even their own daggone parents, how toxic they can really be. You know what I mean? I feel you, Kaba Rael, right? I dealt with the same situation. And I remember the time when I would be for my family for real. You know what I mean? Yep, yep. I ever read that a sentence so true. We don't choose our family just because they blood related. Don't mean you're obligated to deal with them. That's right. You do not have to deal with them. You do not have to deal with your family. And I will admit though, man, like ever since I've been around B14, his family, they consider me family. I consider them family. You understand? Because it's really all about dealing with your soul family. And see, I remember the time when I dropped that video about toxic family members. So many different people from all different walks of life told me they went through the same. I'm sorry, y'all, to keep buffering. Right, that's real talk though, man. Right. They invalidate how you feel constantly. You supposed to feel they pain all the daggone time, right? Exactly. And another thing as well, what I learned about dealing with toxic family members is that like they always want to find a way to try to shun your feelings away. They always want to gaslight you, always want to point the finger at you. And right, and it seems like every time when you really want to express your feelings, they always want to cast you aside. They always want to shun your feelings away. And right, and it seems like it. What I noticed about toxic family members and toxic people in general, yo, it's like this. You're never gonna please them. It's either damn if you do, damn if you don't. You're doing bad, they talk bad about you. You're doing good, they're gonna talk bad. You feel me? It seems like they always want to be nitpicky and try to like. It's like they will nitpick and they will use something to gaslight you, just so you know what I mean, just so they can get a reaction out of you. And then before you know it, man, I'm talking about, you know what I mean. Before you know, I'm talking about like a real big spaz that winds up happening. You feel me? Cause I'm telling you, man, I went through this bullshit with my dad, going aunt and my uncle. They always want to find a way to try to get me up out of the house. I'm saying to myself, I'm your family. Why are you treating me like this? You feel me? That's exactly what I had to learn. You can't win with your family. You can with your family, not at all. You know, one of the things I'm telling you, man, I actually read scripture about this. Matthew chapter 10, verse 36. It said, it said, it said, a man's thine enemies will be members of his own household. A man's thine enemies will be members of his own household. That is in scripture. And if that is in scripture, what does that tell you? You do not need to be around them all the time. They can be some of the worst people that can be holding you back. They always want to find like psychologically to like get you off track. And they always want to find a way to like bring up the past. And I figure, Talina Brown, like it seemed like once family members pass away, you really begin to see the ugliness about them, right? And I figured, Talina Brown, once my mom passed away, the ugliness came out of them as well. And that was part of the reason why my grandmother told me to get away from them. Anytime if your own mother telling me to get away from you, what is that telling you? Because little do you know, at the end of the day, you know what I mean, like they can be dead weight. And now I will admit, like I thought by me being around my family that I can actually heal from within dealing with family, but come to find out it was the worst situation. And it seemed like no matter right, and it seemed like no matter how hard did I try, you know what I mean, I tried to like prove it to myself and show them that I can do it. You know what I mean? It seemed like I was always back down to square one. Like I would have like a little bit of success, and then I would go right back to square one. And they will find a way to use you and manipulate you all the time. And I've seen this happen. Two of the worst things to bring out the worst in family, money and death bring out the worst in families. I'm gonna say it again. Money and death bring out the worst in families. That is so true. Definitely money. How do I know? Right. You can even take a look at Benzino's situation dealing with family. I actually believe like somebody wound up fighting or shooting at his funeral or something, or somebody's funeral in the family. It's a whole lot of jealousy in your family, a lot of jealousy amongst your friends, family, friends of family, people all around you. But the reason I'm taking the family angle because this is dear to a lot of us. It's a lot of jealousy in your family. And the reason why I say they will gaslight you, it is because they always want to like get a reaction out of you. They will find a way to try to get a rise out of you, and they always want to find a way to belittle you. They love trying to belittle you and try to make it seem like you are the one with the problem. And then when it coming down to toxic people, they never want to recognize what they did wrong. But you are the one that's always wrong. And they will try to make it seem like, and they will try to make it seem like you are the serious problem. I feel you, Queen Jet Black. She said, after my parents died, all hell broke loose. I feel y'all, sisters. Right, that's exactly what I'm saying, True Elohim. Right. They want to feed off of your energy and they want to drain you. Some of the biggest energy vampires are right there in your family. Some of your biggest haters, some of the people that are jealous and haters and energy vampires, they are right there in your family. Some of your biggest haters and biggest energy vampires are right there in your family. They got that narcissistic attitude about them in personality. Right, that's what I'm saying, Monique Hill. Right, exactly, right. His nephew tried to shoot him at his aunt's funeral. Benzino, one of his own family members. Right, and they are so judgmental. Family can be so judgmental. I feel you, Ivory. Said in my family, it seems the elders are the ones that cause the most conflict and judgments. Yup, all the time. And I feel you. And I've learned over the years, though, man, like, as you get older when it comes to dealing around family, you really don't got to be around them. It's like once you're grown, all they are there is to like guide you and advise you. At the end of the day, you make your own choices. And I'm sick and tired, you know what I mean? I really got sick and tired of them trying to make decisions for me. They always want to be in that, you know what I mean? It's like they always want to try to like make your decisions. Oh, maybe you should do this, or maybe you should do that. They always want to question your judgment. They always want to question your decision making. They always want to question your lifestyle. When in most cases, they ain't doing shit they goddamn self. They doing way worse than you are. Hey, Mary Jane. A lot of times they doing way worse than you are. But yet they want to try to make it seem like you doing way worse. Right. Hey, Ocean and Lakes. Right, they turn their heads when they see you prosper, right, and they smirk when they see you struggling, and I don't understand it. Exactly, Cabral, right. Once they stop being a role model, their advice becomes invalid, right, and that's true, because I will admit, sometimes, he man, you roughest, sometimes, and I will admit though, man, like sometimes, when it comes down to us dealing with toxic family members, especially the older ones, a lot of the information is outdated. This is crazy. I'm talking about like some of your own daggone family members and some of your own family members, man, like they will actually try to like strip away your children from you, try to find a way to get you set up and all that stuff. Article F. The Butler. The scripture is this, Matthew chapter 10, verse 36. It said, a man's thine enemies will be members of his own household. I understand you're not a man, but I'm just giving the scripture. Yep. They said he say hurtful things to one of my cousins, to me and my mom when my mom passed when I was younger to me. That's what my mama did, and your siblings don't know how she passed. See what I'm saying? I feel your pain. I feel your pain, sister. I really feel your pain. Truthfully, Ray. Truthfully, right, and I feel you. Exactly right. They want you back up in the matrix all the daggone time. And you know another thing when I noticed, it seemed like all of us who, hey, the Pharisees, pray, hey, what's up, my sister? You know what I noticed about when your family turn against you? Once you become awakened, once your third eye get open, and you start gaining knowledge yourself, that's when your family start turning against you. Your family turn against you. It always seems like once you break the psychological chain of the matrix and you finally awaken yourself, that's when your family turn against you. They are some of the most hypocritical people you find. And I bet you, right, and I'm willing to bet you 9 times out of 10, they are some of the most religious goddamn people, but are the biggest hypocrites. Some of our family members, they are some of the biggest hypocrites. They are some of the biggest gossipers you will find. They sit there and gossip about people all the goddamn time. Right, and I feel what you're saying though. I agree. Right, right. It's a lot of my family members, you know what I mean, that's mad at telling me, especially when I stopped going to church. When I stopped going to church, that's when my family really turned against me. Why? All because I wanted to have a different way of thinking. That's when I started to speak up for myself, and I started to become bolder as a person. And then it was like, well, who you think you are? No, hell no. It seemed like once you really start finding out who you really are and you really start coming into your own, that's when they turn against you. Then you want to start talking that goddamn Sky Daddy Jesus bullshit. They really kill me with the nonsense. They are some of the biggest energy vampires that you will find. They will suck the life out you. And a lot of, yep, thank you, man, you're right. The worst hurts comes from your own family. That's so true. And I remember the time I used to hear people tell me all the time, like, yo, man, I don't really deal with my family. I don't deal with my family. And I still be like, yo, why? And come, you know what I mean? And see, it's like when you hearing something on the outside looking in, it's a total different story once you start going through it. Thank you, Cook Black. Thank you, my brother. You took it right from my brain. They know who we are from birth. They mad about our light shines, about a light that shines too bright for them to handle. That is so true. Because realistically, deep down inside, on the subconscious level, they know that we are the ones that's supposed to be breaking the generational curse of their family. See, the ones that always go through the most hell of their family are usually the ones with the most potential to break the generational curse of their family. The ones with the most potential in their family always got the ones who got the most potential in their family are always the ones that can break the psychological cycle of their family. The ones that always become awakened are usually the ones with the most potential to break the generational curse of their family. And many times, a lot of our family members, man, they really don't want that to happen. Because many times they really see the potential that is inside of you, and they want to belittle you, and they want to drain you, and they want to really mess with you on a psychological level. They want to drain that shit out of you. Why? Because they don't got the light that's inside of them. Thank you, Kabara'el. The black sheeps are born royal. The black sheeps are the star children of the family that are there to break the psychological curse of the family. And I'm going to say this though, man, like, I tell people all the time, especially when it come down, thank you, Roll Chart Empire, and I tell you this all the time. You don't got to explain not a goddamn thing to them. You want to know why? Because you don't owe them no fucking explanation. And I go by this saying all the time, and y'all know me. When you are explaining yourself, you are draining yourself. You don't got to explain not a goddamn thing to nobody, especially your family. Especially when it come down to toxic-ass family members. You don't owe them shit. You owe it to yourself to protect your energy. You don't got to be around them. Stop explaining yourself to family members. You want to know why? Because they never going to get it anyway. They only going to keep asking you questions, just so they can drain the energy and the light that is inside of you. Stop explaining yourself to these toxic ass people. Protect your energy. Save your energy for people who's going to uplift you and that's going to feed you energy. That's what toxic people there to do. They are energy vampires. And I ran into a lot of people that told me how they actually moved away to get away from their family. Guess what? I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. And I'm in the same damn city. But I don't want them to know where the fuck I'm at. Why? Because I already know you're going to be delusional anyway. Well, yeah, Brandon, there's people asking about you. All right, okay, good. But let them keep asking. Because I ain't asking for none of y'all. Y'all ain't calling my daggone phone. See what I'm saying, Kyle Bungie? Kyle Bungie said he wanted to run away. Manuel Rufus said he moved away as well. And that's what I had to learn. And I had to learn, you know what I mean? Because when I came up around family, we were really tight. And I thought that we was always going to be that way. But I had to understand and overstand and understand that, you know, as you get older, man, you do not have to be around them. Because people change as they get older. People change. Things don't change, people change. And you have to understand when it comes to toxic people, you do not have to give them none of your energy. We got to learn to be unbothered by these people. I'm telling you, I witness this on the job all the time. Hey, what's up, D-Night? I'm talking about people who want to be, right, and it's like every time, you know what I mean? It's like they all, right. It's too much drama in family, Jasmine Virgo, right? You feel me? And a lot of our family members, they are at a low vibrational. They are low vibrational beings. They are very low vibrational. Even when I try to go to them with knowledge, well, what's wrong with you? There you go with that Muslim stuff. Why you talking all that stuff? Y'all go to church every goddamn Sunday, ain't learning nothing. You go in the church the same, come right out the goddamn church the same. That's why I got away from them. And I'm going to say this. I'm not saying you got to hate them, but I will say this. I'm going to say this though, right, when it come down to them. You can still love them, but love them from afar. Or if not, you know what I mean? I'm going to say, like, you can still maybe contact them. Guess what? You don't really have to contact them at all. Because guess what? I mean, who's to say that they don't want to hear from you either? They, realistically, they might wanted you gone from them any daggone way. So guess what? You don't owe them anything. Once you reach a certain age, you do not have to be around them. And it really is. Since I've been away from them, it has been the best goddamn feeling. I don't got to hear nothing. No respect of boundaries, no respect of opinion. Don't value my presence. Why would I be around you? They do not have respect for boundaries. Your family does a lot of times, they don't value your opinion. They would start calling you crazy. They would try to say like something wrong with you, you spooky, you went to this, you went to that. Right, they don't even try to work out family issues at all either, right? It really is. It's a lot of favoritism in the family. It's a lot of favoritism in the family. And see, if I was to come to them with this, and another thing as well, every time we try to point them out on their bullshit, then here they go. Right, you know what I mean? It's like they want to cut you off, and make it seem like you are the problem. They always want to play the damn victim. They love pointing the finger and they love playing the victim. They'll attack the victim, but then accuse the victim of attacking them. Shit, man, I'm talking about last time I see my cousin, like, well, why you lying? Because I want to be. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Who you here with? Why you want to know that? You quick to always be in my fucking business, but you don't want to tell me shit. And that's the thing that bothered me about them. It's like, yo, I always got to tell you my business, but you can't tell me nothing. The fuck? I'm not on here crying, but guess what? Everybody on here have dealt with this. And many of y'all need to hear this. Because I came up with the idea that family is everything. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to say this right now. When I saw The Godfather, I'm not saying this out of hatred. But when I saw The Godfather, when Michael Corleone took out his brother, Fredo, I ain't have no sympathy. Why? Because your brother told you, don't take sides against the family. And guess what? Family betrayed them. And he loved Fredo. So guess what? When Fredo was taken out because he betrayed his own brother, I had no sympathy. Why? Because your own family, they will betray you like that. And when you betray your own family, that's a punishment by death. That's a punishment by death. Not even just blood family, but family in general that you call family. Real talk. You betray your own people, that's a punishment by death. So when it come down right, so when it came down to Fredo, guess what? I didn't feel sorry for him. And they always want to come around you when they need something, but they never around when you need something as well. That's the fucked up thing about it. Right, and as soon as you feed them with a long spoon, there you go. Well, what's your problem? There you go with that bullshit. There you go with that bullshit. They always got something negative to say. They never happy, never satisfied. Your family will really set you up like that. Hey, Dark Means TV. Hey, sis. Right, exactly. You feel me? I'm talking about people these days. Road Tribe Empire got to say, yeah, black families, you know what I mean? They really be nasty towards their loved ones. And I literally seen how my own cousins, they will literally defend one of their homeboy. Matter of fact, they would defend one of the homeboys before me. No, Priscilla Jackson, I'm not destroying families. I'm not telling nobody how to feel. I'm letting people know what the real deal is. What's up, Dion Coverton? Yup, Ice the King. Yup, it's so true. Nah, my man Nas said it best. Sometimes not your enemies that get you. It's always your own people. That is so true. And we got to keep this real. They always want to come around. So guess what? I'm going to say this. Right, I'm going to say this right about now, man. Like, by them not calling me not being around them, or I keep them at a distance, I like it that way. Why? Because I don't got to hear none of that shit. I'm living my own fucking life. And many of y'all have lived your goddamn life. And another thing, man, we got to start living our lives the way we want to. And stop letting them, you know what I mean, try to relive their lives through us. Why? All because, all because life has passed you by. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kim Jones. That's why I stopped going to events. That's why I stopped going to church with their ass. Yup, I stopped going to events. I stopped going to church. I stopped being around them. Not because I hate them. It's only for the simple fact. I just, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not me saying I love you and not like you. It's me saying I love you and I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to be around you. And I'm going to say it again. Anytime if my own grandmother told me get away from my children, what does that tell you? You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean? You got to preserve your energy. You got to protect your mind. I'm telling you, man, like your family can psychologically fuck your mind up. You got to protect your mind and your spirit, but you got to protect your mind. Because they can say some of the most hurtful things. I've literally heard hurtful things, man, to the point where it took me 10 years finally, you know what I mean, to like get over the past. The reason why the past hurt me so bad because it affected me because it really came from family and close ones. And to see how toxic and narcissistic and chaotic to see how toxic and narcissistic and how chaotic they have become, it really hurt me to see how divided that they have. But that's why I say, hey, what's up, Kevin Jackson? That's why I say family is not always your blood. And I really had to come to that conclusion. Family is not all your blood, and all skinfolk ain't kinfolk. You don't owe them no explanation for who you really are. You got to go on your life journey. You got to start living your life. Why? Because many of times they already lived their life. They lived their life. That's I feel you, true Elohim. Right, right. I feel the same way. Right, I exploded at them many a times. You know what I mean? I used to be lashing out all the time because I feel shunned away, and everybody kept telling me, "You gotta tell us something." I'm trying to let you know, but you keep pushing my feelings. You pushing me away. Y'all had pushed me away. You don't value my presence, nor my opinion. You don't value anything, and you wonder why the hell I became so rebellious. And every time I get into a real mean argument with my family, they will always say I'm like my sorry ass father. But you can't tell me nothing about this man. But every time you see me, I look like my father. But you say I look like my sorry ass father, and that's a fucked up shit to hear that. Your family, they can really drive you away, man. And now I really understand. Now I see why when people get big, they don't fuck with their family. It's you know what I mean. Like I really understand it. I see in the tennis like, damn man, he stopped being around this family. I still be like, yo, why? Why ain't go back? Now I see why. You got the lever from a distance. To protect your energy, learn the lever from a distance. Sometimes it's better that way. You got to love them from a distance. You really, hey, what's up, Rashi Holmes? Yeah, man, you really have to. That's right. Sometimes being a lone wolf is the best thing. And I'm talking about. I remember the days being in the household clashing every daggone day. I'm talking about to get up in the morning to not hit any crazy aunts and uncles that are on drugs, no respect for boundaries, kicking in my door early in the morning, yelling and screaming, and we beefing. Do you know how? Yeah, man. Like, do you know how much peace of mind I've got within the last year? Even though sometimes may go through the ups and downs, but it's ups and downs I can deal with in life because I got a peace of mind. You have to get a peace of mind before somebody break your peace of mind and you want to grab your peace. You got to get a peace of mind. And I'm telling you, man, you really got to like protect your energy in your mind. You got to preserve your energy. Get around people that are on your frequency, on your vibration. Get around those who love you unconditionally. You know what I mean? That's not afraid to critique you and at the same time, not try to belittle you. Because everybody that gives constructive criticism is not giving constructive criticism. Sometimes they can be sometimes they can be throwing a low-key shade at you, but they disguise it as constructive criticism. So you gotta be mindful of that. Exactly. You feel what I mean? Talita Brown, right? I'm talking about if your family won't betray you, Cain killed his brother Abel. Family been killing each other. It ain't nothing new under the sun. I'ma say this. Some of your family members can be passed like enemies. I'ma tell you this. I'ma tell you this though, man. Like, who knows? Some of us, check this out. Somebody said this, like, they were saying, like, if it's in your DNA, you know what I'm saying, to be Uncle Tom's, it's going to get passed down. So guess what? Some of our family members, they could have been house niggas in a past life. Hey, Lakeisha Rich said, when my aunt died, that was a blessing because I didn't have to deal with her anymore verbal abuse. Right, exactly. They love giving you verbal abuse. Some of the worst verbal abuse that you will ever hear will come from your family. I went through verbal abuse. I went through physical abuse, verbal abuse, spiritual abuse. I'm talking about fighting family members every day, man. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why a family treat me like this? But that was when I really began to see the darker side, how family can get. I'm telling you, man, like I'm talking about the deepest, darkest betrayal will come from your family. The worst hurt will come from family. Some of the worst hurt will come from family. I went through the mental abuse, the verbal abuse. Right, Mary Jane, right. And at the same, I went through the same thing. I was asking myself, you know what I mean? I was asking myself, what's wrong with me? And I will admit though, man, like, I went through it so much with my family, I was having suicidal thoughts after my mom died. I was right. I'm talking about it was so painful dealing with the pain of my mother, dealing with the verbal abuse and the spiritual abuse, and dealing with situations at that time. I was ready to check up out of here. Like, why am I here? That's how deep and dark it got and how much it hurt. I'm talking about clashing with family members every day. We fight. I'm talking about weapons being pulled on me, baseball bats, crowbars, knives thrown at me. You up there fighting. I'm talking about fighting. I'm talking about family members ready to jump on you. And I'm looking like, what am I doing wrong? I'm talking about manipulate you and gaslight me. And as soon as I, you know what I mean? And right, as soon as I get into an argument or blow up, they want to call one of the family members to get me up out of the household. See how they use, you know what I mean? See how they use you and all that? I went through that shit with my aunt a fucking lot to the point where, I'm going to keep it real. Some family members, I don't even want to go to their funeral. Some of my family members, I don't even want to look at them no more. I don't. If I don't see them again, fuck them. It's some family members, I don't even want to attend their funeral. That might sound harsh. I'm keep it real. It's some of them I don't fuck with. I tried to K1, but every time when I said, Brandon, something wrong with you, it's nothing. I mean, I gotta keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of us feel that way. It's some family members you don't need to fucking be around. Certain toxic family members you don't need to be around. Nor friends, nor family or friends. And I feel you, you know what I'm saying? Ivory Ascending right. Some of them you don't need to see again. Exactly, Kaba Rock. All right, they don't want to hear the truth. And like I said, for the constructive criticism that they gave me over the years to help me better myself, okay, I commend them for that. You know what I mean? I respect that. But when you can't value what I'm saying and what I'm feeling, that's the reason why I held my feelings in. And they always want to tell me what is going on. I'm trying to tell you, but you won't listen. Your family members, they will. Star children, we are always ignored. We are always the outcasts. The star children are usually the outcasts of the family. And the outcasts and the black sheep of the family are always the ones aspire for greatness. You feel me, Monique Hill? Right, it's always them, not you. I mean, I'm sorry, it's always you, not them. They always want to be talking about you and stuff like that. But what's your problem? What's yours? What's your fucking problem? That is because they always want to take the focus off of themselves and want to put it on you. And they be having more fucked up shit. Because I will admit though, man, like, after my mom died, my family put the blame on me. And I was guilty after my mother died. And I was hurt by that. You feel me, Monique Hill? I'm the same way. It's some people in my family, their funerals, I will not be attending. Why you want to go? Because I ain't fuck with them. If I don't like them, I'm not going to sit there and want to be there. I ain't fuck with them. If I don't fuck with you, I'm not going to sit there and cry no fake tears for you. No. I don't. Because you have been hell in my life. Right, yup. We see their flaws. We don't flash in their face. Yet our flaws are always on full display. Right, I feel you. Right, I'm right. I'm tired of them as well. Like, I'm tired of, you know? And like I said, I mean, you know, that's just not me playing, hey, Queen J. Like, you know, this is not me playing the victim. It's just the fact that, you know, yeah, man, it's, it's real. They will destroy your mind. Yeah, Tree Elohim, right. I'm just going with the family angle, for right now. Right, they don't know how to talk to you either. They can't even have a decent conversation with you. Yeah, that's right. They got to divorce themselves. Sometimes, yeah, man. Sometimes, man, to like live your best life, you got to get away from those. Yeah, man, you got to get away from those people, man. You got to get away from family. I might not be living the best life, but I will say I got a peace of mind. And I will say when it come down to toxic people in general, man, um, um, coming down to like dealing with them, man, they, they, um, they are overall miserable. The overall miserable people, and they love to belittle you like it's nothing. I can point them out as well, and I feel you. And I'm about to say, like, I'm dealing with toxic people, man. Like, right, exactly, right. The failures in life, so they gotta inflict failure, conflict, misery, and sorry upon you. I feel you, Queen Jet Black. She said she moving away, and sometimes you gotta move away. Sometimes you have to get away in order for you to get a peace of mind. Out of ran into people that told me in my comment section, they told me they got away from their family 20 years ago and never looked back. Exactly, Ron James, right. And see, yup, yeah, man, a peace of mind is priceless, man. A peace of mind is priceless. You have to get that peace of mind. You gotta get a peace of mind. You gotta get a peace of mind. Hey, Sage, here she go. Here she go, y'all. Here goes Sage. Yeah, she had to make her appearance. Hey, girl, get your booty out my face, girl. Come on. Hey, girl. Your audience is right here. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Yeah, that's Sage. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Stop, girl. Mwah. Yup, they're like spiritual parasites. That's real. I want to be around people like, see how Sage is? If I can have friends and family members like Sage, it's all good. Yup, even our animals love us more than humans. Right. Hey, girl. Look. Everybody say hi. Look, Sage. Look. Look, Sage. Meow. Yeah, she loves being petted. Hey, what's up, Easy Two Feathers? Ring. Yeah. Yeah, she purring hard as hell. Hey, girl. Yeah, you on camera. Yeah, see, your audience like you. Yep. Got a tail all in my face. Yeah, that's my girl. That's crazy. See how curl? See how tail is curling? Yeah, I feel you though, man. Oh, Sage. Oh, she chilling. Once I get a lady in my life, this time I'm gonna be rubbing her. Yeah. Yeah, yes she is. She's a beauty. She's a sweetheart. You see, she got her eyes all closed when I'm petting her. Yeah, she a spoil rotten thing. Hey, girl. Yeah, that's my girl, Sage. Yeah, she is. She always gotta make her appearance down here. Yup. Yeah, cats are definitely spiritual. Yup. Ain't that something? Nah, Sage ain't gonna do that. Nah, Sage ain't gonna do that. Yeah, man. Like that's what about toxic people, man. Uh, I learned how to deal with them. Yeah, man. I'm gonna say like I learned how to deal with toxic people. Of course, by not being around them. To those of us on the chat, right? I want us to have like a discussion. You know what I'm saying? I want us to have like a discussion because I want to read your comments. For those of y'all, man, who have dealt with it, and for people that need advice on here, right, on how to deal with toxic family members, like what is some of the advice y'all can to like deal with toxic people in general? What would y'all some of the advice that y'all would get on how to like deal with them? And I also want y'all to share your experiences. What is some of the advice y'all would give? All right, Nikki. She said stay away. Yep, cut them off. And the mushes, yep. Protect your energy back away. Don't allow them too much leeway. Set boundaries, yep. Cut them off. Tell them exactly how you feel, then stay away. Give them no energy at all. Always has something to do, that's real. Yep, toxic people on every job, yep. I said, pray to the universe, make a plan to escape, yep. If they don't set boundaries, you have to move on, that's right, yep. Raise your vibration. All right, cut them off. The sooner the better. I feel you, Ace Electronics. I feel you, Ace Electronics. You said love from afar through Facebook. Don't get sucked into pointless arguments. Judah Israel, read them from a distance. Keep your psychic shields on point. Real talk. Nah, not yet, Lakeisha. Yep. Stop taking their bullshit, making excuses for them. Yep. Yep, exactly. Yep, they will attack you for not coming around. That just shows you why you should always stay away. That's right. Yep. Build it to yourself. That's right, Tiffany Jackson. Keep your vibrations high. Yep, keep your vibration high. I'm reading your comments right now. Pray. Somebody said my whole mind. Man, your reference says stay away. Oh yeah, yup. Evil spirits can see, yup. Truthfully, Ray, truthfully says meditate. Detox your mind, body, and spirit in contact. Unless you got a point there, brother. Misery loves company. Yup, cut them off. Yup, keep conversation with them a minimum. A minimum. Don't give them to tell your business, the toxic fam. Yup. Tell them nothing. Keep them out of your business. You're absolutely right. I don't tell them nothing. Yup. Get crystals to protect you. Yup. Call into. Yup, that's real. Sage, what are you doing, girl? Oh, she cleaning herself. Eat well, exercise, and sleep. Don't let it destroy your body. Right, that's real. Yup, that's so real. Yup, simple high and by. I feel you. I definitely feel you. Simple high and by. That's simple. It's a simple high and by. It's a possible family could be doing. Hey, that's a possibility. Yup, toxic people, they don't understand they're toxic until they have no friends and then they play the victim. Yup, that's so real. Yup, block them. I did the same thing on social media. I don't contact them via social media. None of that. Yup, fasting, that's another good way of protecting yourself. That's another good way of protecting yourself from toxic people. All right, T-Don. Meow. She over there acting crazy. Mm-hmm. That's real. Sage, come here, girl. Come here. Meow. Yup, they casting spells on you. That's another thing toxic family members love to do. They love casting spells on you. Family will cast spells on you. Toxic people, they will cast spells on you. Toxic family and people in general, they will love to cast spells on you. That is another reason why you should not tell them anything, because they will find a way to start casting spells on you, and they will like find a way to start cursing your dream, all of that stuff. That's right. Don't let them cast spells on you. And another thing as well, don't tell the haters your dream. When it comes to toxic people, don't tell them your dream. Sage, Sage, come here. Sure, to meowing. Yep, they will cast spells on your dreams, your marriage, and stuff like that. They will seriously do that. Yep, they will put a stumbling block on your dreams. All right, Tiffany Jackson. They will find a way to try to crush your dreams. Hold on, y'all. What's wrong? Yeah, she wanted to go downstairs. All right, I'm back. Let me see. Yes, they will. They will try to hard. They will try hard to destroy your marriage, your dreams, all of that stuff. It may not talk you. That's right. Yep. That's real as well. Yep. And don't be afraid, man, if you got to break away from him as well. Because when, yeah, man, matter of fact, man, matter of fact, since we talking about toxic people, right? Matter of fact, matter of fact, I'm gonna take this time to go to the sisters real quick, okay? All right, sisters, how many of y'all have been in a toxic relationship with a guy? Let me know. And we're gonna go to the brothers on this. How many of y'all sisters on here have dealt with a toxic relationship? Damn, sorry, dead husband. Strange said several channel Virgo. Mary Jane got out of one, truthfully, very truthfully. Angela been through one. Miss Erica said. Janine Jackson said. Angela Caraway. Crystal Wilson just got out of one. Damn, a lot of sisters just got out of toxic relationships. Okay. All right, sisters. How many more y'all sisters out there? Ex-husband was a mean, narcissistic bastard. Damn, Ivory. How many more y'all sisters on here have dealt with that? All right, and sisters, can y'all tell me how did y'all get out of that relationship? What were some of the things? What were some of the steps that y'all took? She's back. Well, hey girl, I said you came back. And sisters, like how, what were some of the steps that y'all took to break away from that toxic relationship? Mm. Hey, flying chocolate. Really, Sage? Okay, I just leave. Girl, why you got your booty in my face? Come on. Your booty on my face. Sage, come on, get your booty out my face. Damn. Real woman don't do nonsense. Said I got a beat down and left that day. Wow. What? Mary Jane said he had me beaten down mentally. I wanted to stay at first. Real woman don't do nonsense. I got beat down and left that day. Miss Erica said I just left him. Don't do him something I didn't mean. His hand didn't touch me, but mentally it was bad. Girl, come on, get your booty out my face. Come on. Wow. Finally realized he was toxic and it was not me, and I ignored him, blocked him, went through what I had to go through, eventually moved on. All kinds of names, but married 3 years, but left after 3 months. Wow. Me, Greg. My ex hit me with a Ciroc bottle in the club. I since he was texting someone else, I texted him. Sage, get your booty out my face. Yeah, Sage. Yeah, she being spoiled. Yeah, girl, you spoiled. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, sis. Hmm. Yeah. Or a lot of things wanted to just my marriage to work. I was so blind. It's okay, sisters. I mean, it happens. You know what happens? Girl, get your booty out my face. Sage all in the camera. Yeah, she wants to. Really? Really, Sage? You want airtime? You want to be in the chat? You can relate to the chat. I think she was a woman in her past life. And look, as soon as I said that, she came right back around. See that? She gotta have some attention. Girl, what you doing? Said got it already. Husby said cigar where hubby a boxer is already training self defense. See, this girl. Hey, Sky Sky. Good, lay down, girl. Good, lay down. Just spoil rotten self. You're a rotten ass cat. Damn! Real woman don't do nonsense. Says think some good now. I tried to get a divorce after 9 months, but God said, wait, he dropped dead of a heart attack. Wow. Damn. Phew. That's some heavy stuff. Come on, sisters, don't be shy. It's okay. You're part of family. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sage wants some attention. Mm. It's been 10 years. I've been single since still healing. Wow. Mm. And your sister's been through a lot. And like sisters, like what did y'all do on the road to recovery after like dealing with that toxic situation? Like what were some of the steps that y'all took to heal on the road to recovery. Damn. After Angela Caraway said after numerous times trying to leave until I was tired, I was tired of being tired. He beat me, put a gun to my head, threatened me to blow my brains out. Blow my brains out. That was the final straw. I suffered PTSD. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Miss Mohawk Aboriginal. Damn, Talina Brown. You said had to leave before it became worse. He died not long after. Wow. Damn. God damn. Oh, I'm sorry, real woman don't do nonsense. For y'all sisters on here dealing with PTSD, I'm sorry that y'all dealing with that. That's sad and so sorry. We got sisters dealing with toxic relationships, got PTSD. That's sad. Yeah, this is sad, man. That's sad. Damn. Truthfully, Ray truthfully said something told me to go home one day and I seen him outside my house with the women in his underwear. What? Wow. I feel you, real woman don't do nonsense. I feel you. Glad you ain't giving up hope after going through that. Talina Brown said that I no longer waited for the right woman, right moment. I just left. Miss Mohawk Aboriginal, put up your link, sister, for your clothing line. You know I represent you, honey. Mm. I understand, Mary Jane Finkley. You know, sometimes you gotta be celibate, take time to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you're still healing. And Angela Caraway said, I see counseling, spiritual help, healing because of trust. He also He also believed he had sexual intercourse with one of my family members. Oh, oh, mm, 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 mm. This is like a form of therapy. I'm doing this for. I'm having this for y'all. You know what I mean? Because this is like a form of therapy. So I'm having this is like the discussion is like a form of therapy. Thanks, Nikki. This is like a form of therapy. Yeah. Both on treat you, little. Hey, what's going on, yo? Damn. Like sisters, like give me more insight. Like how did y'all like have the courage to leave and like what are some of the steps that y'all have taken or taken to like get yourself better and heal from that toxic relationship? Damn, Angel Love 216. You say you got married. You just got married recently, and 2 weeks later he cheated. God damn. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. Damn. I know. God damn. What the fuck? Yeah. But I'm glad you ain't giving up. I'm Angela Caraway. He cheated with his ex. Wow, that's crazy. He gonna marry you and cheat with his ex. God damn. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, oh, okay, yeah. My bad, Treat Lahane. My bad. Dog, you good, brother? You good? I know. Do you having sex with one of her family members? That's foul. That's foul. That's real foul. And what are some of the steps, sisters, y'all have taken to like on your road to recovery and to like building yourself back up? And do you also have any hope, of not giving up on relationships? Hmm. Where there's life, hope, collective, we are healing fan conversations like this will prove you up. Pray, pray. I'm gonna reread this. I'm not giving up. Okay. Love on yourself and proceed. Yep. All right. Damn, finally, I heard that. Say I just finally decided I had to just kick him out. He gave me hell. I feel you, Irie. Okay. All right. I'm just still reading the comments from the sisters. All right. Trying to think of one more question for the sisters. Damn, it took 2 years. Ivory ascending. Wow, that's crazy. He didn't go peacefully. Yeah, I feel you. I'm trying to think of that last question for the sisters about. Damn, truthfully, Ray truthfully said, I got a restraining against the order against the women and him for putting my life and child in jeopardy. She was in the customers later. Sitting the customers later. I seen therapy, started meditation. Wow. I mean, it's understandable, Mary Jane. It's highly understandable if you're afraid, because that's, you don't want to give your heart to somebody who's going to bring you down. Yep. All right. Mm-hmm. And what's that other question? I'm trying to think of the question for the sisters. And I'm trying to think of that last question. If I have another question for the sisters. Okay. And sisters, what are some of the things you said? Women will call my phone 40 times a day. Wow, sad. Oh yeah, matter of fact, sisters, like while being, all right, I got a question, sisters. This is a question I got for y'all. I just want to know. Um, can y'all tell me why, sisters, like can you tell me like for the brothers, why is it for the women? Why is it hard for women to walk away? How come is it hard for women to walk away being in those kind of relationships? Hmm. said we still care. Because we invested so much energy, right? We are caring like a mother figure just to not be alone. Mm. Hey, Lady Linus. Out of fears for one reason. I'm just reading your comment sections. I want to get this one last question. Mm-hmm. Don't know how to move forward. We gonna help you with that, Mary Jane. That's why I'm asking your sisters these questions, so y'all can get strength from other sisters and even the brothers on how to move on. This is here she go. Sisters, Mary Jane, she doesn't know how to move on, and I want sisters to give her insight. How to like cope with that and how to like move on and also deal with that situation. Cause yeah, she been mentally beat down. Sage, she chilling. Emotional attachment, because we already ruled by emotion. Okay. Sage. Meow. Alright. Okay. They say love on yourself, the highest form of flattery for the most part. Right? Love herself more. Right? Yep. They say love yourself first. Then invest the time and money, your financial independence. Beautiful head, soul said forgiveness and then let go. Yep, soul ties. Yep, get a plan, stick with it. Remove all toxic people who don't support you elevating. That's so true. I would definitely say, matter of fact, I'm gonna let the sisters answer. Helping out our sister on here. 'Cause this is like a therapy session. That's why I have the discussions. That's why I have these discussions. Discussions. Alright. Alright, brothers, I got a question. How many of y'all brothers on here have been in a toxic relationship? While I'm talking about dating a woman. How many of y'all have been in a toxic relationship with a woman? A for electronics. For Elon. Thank you, sisters, for giving Mary Jane some words of encouragement. Yep. Truthfully, very truthfully, Yup says, yeah, to Sister Mary Jane to start meditating. It helps out a lot. Ay, 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 ay. Brothers, are y'all there? Y'all brothers are kind of quiet. Mm-hmm. All right. Now I was asking like, how many of your brothers have been in a toxic relationship? All right, Mary Jane. We all right bet. We be still here. Married to first white military people, but telling me she was cheating back when I was deployed. And the guys who went deployed, and she didn't think it was wow. She didn't think it was going to get back. Wow. Kyle Bunyan hasn't. King Ra haven't. All right, okay. That's good. Some of the brothers haven't. Easy to forever spending one. Mm. So they've been in one. They've been in 5 years single. True Elohim never been in one. Good. All right, that's cool. Yeah, but I'm glad. Mm. Yeah, this is something right here, man. That so many of y'all have been through this. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely, you know what I mean, to the sisters who've been through a lot with that, man. We are definitely sorry to hear things like that. That's just crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right, real woman. Real women don't do nonsense. You're right. It's a lot of broken souls. Damn. I feel you, true Elohim. I feel you. I'm glad we're having this discussion about this, man. This is some really, 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 really deep stuff. I'm quite sure, right? Yeah, man. I'm quite sure that many of us never had the chance or the opportunity to even talk about these kind of things amongst people. I'm quite sure that many of y'all have been through those situations, and it's a right. It's a sad and terrible thing. It's a very sad and terrible thing dealing with toxic people. Yeah, this is a deep stuff right here, man. Oh yeah, but fam, I'ma jump off of here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Rest my brain for a minute. This has been another great talk, another great stream. I'm glad that we covered this topic. Once again, it's definitely something right there we needed to talk about. It's definitely been, you know, um, what I mean, something we need to talk about. To those of y'all going through the healing process, yeah, I'm still waiting for the right one as well. You know what I mean? Same thing here. And I definitely will say like to those of y'all been on the chat, I definitely say like peace everybody, all the brothers and sisters who have dealt with toxic people. You know what I'm saying? If you missed it, go back and check it out. It's definitely something you need to watch. And I definitely will say, man, like peace, love, and light to everybody. One love once again. Peace.